have been missing for a good hot minute, but I'm back. And as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about flagpoling today, especially just my story on how flagpoling went with me. Spoiler alert, it was a fail. It was a fail. I'm gonna just put that out there. And if you do not know what flagpoling is, it is for residents that are currently in Canada, persons that reside in Canada. If they want to renew their study or work permit, if they want to make changes to their study or work permit, anything dealing with study and work permit while you reside in Canada, you can flagpole. And flagpole is just basically the process of how you can get it immediately versus going online or going through the mail. It can take up to probably 3 to 2 months to get your study and work permit. So flagpoling is like a loophole that a lot of residents go through instead of the online process and everything. So that is what flagpoling is. Now for me, I did it a couple of weeks ago, and it was a fail because, first of all, there are certain bridges that you can go to. There are a lot. I went to the Rainbow Bridge, which is near Niagara Falls. So basically, let me just give you guys a more detail of this. I had to cross the border. So it was at the end of the bridge, it was the USA border. So I had to cross, go to the top of the bridge, pay, it's like a total of $1, and go. I can show you a video too also on the side. I had to walk the bridge, go to the US border, show them my passport and everything, and then they would give you like a ticket, and then you would go back to the Canadian border and just let them know that you're here for flagpoling. Now, from where I live to Niagara Falls was approximately 6 hours drive. Yeah, 6 hours. So I woke up about 4 a.m. in the morning, dark as can be, and hopped on a bus to go to Niagara Falls. Altogether, I probably had to take about 2 to 3. I think it's 2 GO buses, and TTC buses were about 4. So it was a road. It was really a road trip. I kid you not. It was long. It took the whole entire day. So for me, when I got there, I did the whole process, went to the USA border to the end, and then back to the bridge, and I told them I'm here for flagpoling, and she was like, at that time I arrived at about, kid you not, I arrived about 10:30. 10:30 I arrived, and she told me that unfortunately they stopped, and my heart dropped because I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean you stopped? And she told me that basically it was a lot of customers, so they decided to stop it early, which they usually do. Now, the funny thing is that it starts at 8 o'clock. So that means that they were not even open like for probably 3 hours before they started the flagpoling. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't tell you about flagpoling, is that the truth is, it's a loop in the system, and they don't really want to deal with you. And so they try their best to try to make excuses about a lot of things. So from my advice when it comes to flagpoling for people that reside in Canada is that go there super early. Super early. If it starts, because for Niagara Falls, it is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 8 a.m. I would advise you to get there 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock on the dot. And when I say 6 o'clock on the dot, I mean like already walk to the bridge. If you're driving, drive to the bridge and drive back, and be there by Canada door at 6 a.m. on the dot, the latest, because to be honest, I don't know how long the lines are. I don't know, but just for them not to make any excuses, and especially if it's something that is extremely urgent, that's my advice for Niagara Falls, because that hurt my soul when she told me that they stopped because I did all of that for nothing, and it's like now I have to take on top of it. It's a lot of money. that trip is like like $100, so that's a waste of money. You know what I mean? And a lot of time. So that really, really crushed me. It truly did. I'm still crushed till this day, and I was gonna do it again. And I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Like, I'm gonna wait. I don't have the energy. I was too traumatized at that point to, I wasn't doing it. So I just waited. I finally got started out. I just waited online, and my study permit and everything should be coming in the mail. But situations that may make you wanna go through flagpoling, like for me, I did not do my medical exams when I was in my home country because it wasn't necessary at that moment. I mean, now looking back at it, I kind of wish I probably did, but hey, it is what it is. So I didn't do my medical, and like I told you guys in recent videos, I work in an industry where I need a medical. So what they would do is, when you receive your study or work permit and you do not have a medical, it will state that you are unable to work in childcare or you're unable to work in the health industry. Now, if you work in those industries, I would advise you to get a medical. I guess to kind of just to knock it out the boat one time, I would advise you just to do the medical in your home country and just squash that immediately. But yeah, so that would be a reason that you could probably do flagpoling, especially if you're in school and you have placement and all those other good stuff. Especially for persons that I guess that are on a certain time limit and trying to get their work and study permit. Flagpoling is also a really, really good option. For me, I hope I never have to go through that ever again. I hope that, I make sure things are sorted out right. If I have to wait 2 months, that's fine. Make sure that I do things way in advance when it comes to documentation, when it comes to paperwork, because your girl ain't about that life. I'm not doing it anymore. I hopefully that I just had a really, really bad experience. I wish y'all the best. Like I said, for me, I think it's just getting there really, really super early, making sure, please make sure that you have all of your documentation. So I will bring a binder, bring your passport. If you need the medical or whatever, bring the medical just to make sure. Carry your current work and study permit. Like, bring everything, because you don't want to get there and go through all of that. Comes to find out that you're missing paperwork. Trust me, you're gonna die. You don't want that. So make sure that you have all of your documentation. And like I always say, this is just from my experience. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. I had to pay again. So it's like you are applying for a new study permit. So I had to pay I think it's like 150 application fee all over again. So that's something that I had to do. So just make sure that if you already applied online, make sure that you paid and everything, like all that is sorted out, because like I said, you don't want to travel for 6-7 hours. That's a long time to still not get what you needed to get. So that's all I have to say for that. Thankfully, for me, everything is sorted out. I don't have to deal with that for now. And it's just always just making sure that you dot your I's and you do everything that you need to do, because flagpoling, like I said, it just wasn't my thing at all. Okay, so that's just my 2 cents when it comes to that whole process. And like I said, for all of the bridges are different. Like I said, for Rainbow Bridge, all of them have their own specific times, their own specific dates that they do flagpoling. You can always call them just to call and verify and make sure that they are doing flagpoling that day. Make sure that you get there bright and early. With Niagara Falls, it can be really, really cold. So make sure that you get like a nice thick jacket, because around there is a lot of water. So it is cold. So just make sure that you dress appropriately. Make sure you get your little, I think it's $1 for the bridge toll. So make sure you have your money and everything, and then you're good to go. God be with you. I know it makes like it's so bad, but I heard a lot of success stories when it comes to flagpoling. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way for me, and I'm just letting you guys know exactly what happened to me and things that I feel that I went through that you could avoid. It's all about learning. So anyways, everyone, that's all that I have for this video. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!